Hi, Chance. It seemed like Northwestern was able to move the ball pretty well against you guys. What were they doing that was particularly causing you guys trouble, or was maybe different from what you were expecting to see?
They're a disciplined team. They're really sound on their assignments, and they do what they do really well. So I don't know that it was anything out of the ordinary or unexpected. They're technicians at what they do, and they did a good job today.
And for you as someone who's been around a little bit, what do you see as your role moving forward to try to get the team to respond the right way and on a quick turnaround here?
Just gotta be a little bit more vocal. I think when teams go tempo, just gotta settle everybody down, get some order back to the game, and just bring a little bit of clarity to the calls that we have, and make sure everybody's on the same page.
Go to Lila.
Hey, Chance. What's the biggest area you think you guys need to improve on in being able to stop a lot of those chunk plays on the run, especially on that first drive?
I think the biggest thing is just lining up. We have a good defense. It's a shame we weren't able to show that today. I think just lining up, getting in our gaps, and then just being sound with the call that we have going in.
And how much of a factor do you think just how new this team is with having so many new players, plays and kind of establishing that chemistry and communication on defense?
Yeah, that's a factor that's present, but we have guys who are really good at what they do. The new guys that we have are talented, and we'll all bounce back and we'll figure it out.
Thank you.
Go to Jacob Steinberg.
Chance, you just talked about how gap control is a big theme for you guys in stopping the run defensively, and Coach Loxley talked about it as well. Do you think that that's something the defense improved on as the game went on, that you can improve moving forward into this Friday's game against Minnesota and build on, or do you think it was something you guys struggled with the whole night?
No, I think we had glimpses of us figuring it out, and we have some series where we can pull the film and figure out or point to us doing a good job. So we know. The good news there is we know what to do, and we know that we're capable of doing it. So just making sure that we do it more consistently.
Alex Stacey.
Hi, Chance. You kind of alluded to this earlier, but especially on those first couple series, Northwestern played with a lot of tempo. How were you guys like a little bit caught off guard by that, and how did you sort of adjust to that as the game went along?
We knew they had the ability to go fast. I think probably something that was a little unanticipated was their ability to change in and out of personnel with tempo. So we know that they would go 10, 11, and 12. But handling that with tempo was different. So it was good for our defense to see. I think we adjusted well. It just took a little bit longer than we would have hoped.
Go to Ed Lee.
Chance, was there anything that Northwestern was doing in the running game against the defense?
In terms of
being able to, find holes that they could run through?
No, I mean, they ran the ball well today. They're efficient in what they do and did it well.
And, Mike has pointed this out before, but this is a young team. I think 57 new faces via transfers and freshmen. Do you worry about this affecting players' confidence?
No, I think we obviously the score didn't reflect what we wanted, but we had guys fight to the end, and that's important, and that makes a big difference. And we have guys who are pretty special, and I'm not worried about that seeping into our team.
Thank you.
We'll go to Varun.
Hey, Chance, it seemed at points that tackling was an issue. Is that something that you think could be attributed to the truncated practice time that you guys had at the beginning of the year?
Yeah, I think we've seen that across the country. Playing defense it's hard. It's hard in college football because there's some really good offenses. So having some short time obviously added some difficulties, but we have very capable tacklers, and I'm sure that we'll fix it next week.
Go back to Lila.
When you're having, especially at the beginning of the game where they're scoring on consecutive drives and just being able to have that momentum early. What was your advice to kind of the young guys on the sideline of not letting that get in your guys' head? And how do you think you guys did with just responding to that?
The only advice I give is each play has a life of its own. Each series is a life of its own. Each quarter is a life of its own. They all add up to a game. So if you swell your eyes too big and see too much, it can become overwhelming. But when you focus on one play at a time, settle down, you start to watch momentum not be as much of a factor, or at least one that doesn't hinder your performance. So I think guys did that, and again, we did it at times, but we just want to see that with more consistency.
Were there times where you think it did overwhelm you guys?
No, I think we didn't perform the way that we wanted, but I don't think our team was beholden to those swings.